Hello, I am Todd Simmons, the Executive Director of Jefferson Performing Arts Society, and I am here today with three wonderful ladies, part of our upcoming production of Sweet Potato Queens, which opens on September 16th, 2022 at 7:30 at the Teatro Wego in West Wego. Let us start with Miss Jill Connor Brown. Would you introduce us? Tell us about you, Jill.
I am, in fact, Jill Connor Brown, and I am the Sweet Potato Queen. So
Yes,
I don't know what else needs to be added to that. But sums it up. For the last 40 years, I am the leader and object of a worldwide cult. It's my job in a nutshell.
Great job.
That's funny.
It's true. It's true.
It is true. And I do know everything except algebra. So
Okay.
You
you can ask me anything. I have no shame and no pride. So go for it.
Well, we will get there for sure. Katie, why don't you introduce yourself?
Sure. I'm Keon Davis. Most of JPS calls me KD. I am the director of Sweet Potato Queens. I'm a New Orleans native, and now I'm hoping to become an honorary Sweet Potato Queen. I am so excited about. Thank you, babes. Directing the show. I'm reading all of the books and getting all of my life together. It is a pleasure to meet you and talk with you finally, Jill. Honored to be here, guys, and we've got a great show.
Can't wait.
Now, just for those who don't know, who saw Shrek last year, Keon was the incredible.
That was a ball. That was a ball. Thank you so much. Appreciate that, Todd. It was a ball. Good time singing again.
Indeed. Crystal.
Hi, my name is Crystal Jim. I'm a Los Angeles-based performing artist by way of Jackson, Mississippi. I started out being an opera singer and recently got my master's in acting from the California Institute of the Arts. It's such a joy to be back home. I wanted to be a Sweet Potato Queen since I was a very little girl, and now I finally get to be one, but not just anyone, the Sweet Potato Queen. I cannot wait.
I'm thrilled. I'm so thrilled to have you in this role, Crystal. I mean, y'all don't know. I mean, I've heard Crystal, sing at my church and at our Sweet Potato Queens events for years. And I mean, what a voice. What a voice.
Jill turned us on to Crystal, and she sent in the greatest audition video. It was fabulous. She did every single part, which made it harder to figure out exactly where to play.
Yeah.
So over time, Dennis and I, when we were down to the nitty gritty and had to make our choices, and we both were like, you think? I was like, you think? Let's do it. And Jill became our Sweet Potato Queen of Queens, Jill Connor Brown.
Yes. Could not be happier. Just that voice of an angel. Because I cannot hear all the songs and everybody. And I have told that you're doing it, Crystal. But everybody,
you and my grandma, everybody knows. Here to Memphis, everybody knows.
But everybody that has heard you sing and has also seen the show just goes, "Oh my God, I can't wait to hear her sing." All that matters. I can't wait to hear her sing The Kiss. I mean, everybody has a favorite song that they can't wait to hear Crystal sing. It will make all your hair stand up.
She's great. She's trainable, directable, open, wide-eyed, so excited, so easy to work with, along with everyone in the cast. They are all just, God sent. I do know how it happened. He made it happen, and everyone's getting along, right, Crystal? And they are singing. I mean, they're singing. They're coming up with great ideas and learning each character and trying to own their character. And and really, really, really enjoying themselves. And we are just getting started, so can't wait.
This is my
It's a
second.
fun show.
Come again?
All right, let's go ahead.
No, I was gonna say this is my second musical I've ever done, and I was very overwhelmed, and I did not know what I was getting myself into. I've never led a musical before. It's my first traveling production post graduation, so I was like, I don't know, like there's so much pressure. I don't know if I'm gonna gel with everybody. And I got there, and man, I wish you could just trying on costumes. Well, we are really. We don't even need the sweet potato these costumes. We are becoming these characters and having so much fun as a family. And it's just every apprehension I had before coming into this show truly has just been washed away from JPAS being so like accommodating and flexible for everyone involved. It truly does feel like a family atmosphere and a God thing. I prayed over this really hard.
You
Cried when I got the call. So this, to Keon's point, just truly is like an anointed production. It feels like it was supposed to happen this way with these people, and I would not have it any other way.
Me neither. Can't wait. Can't wait.
Yeah.
Well, we keep using the word queen a lot. That is the point of the show. So why don't we start with saying, what does queen mean to each of you?
I'll try to I'll stab at this first. I mean, it can mean so many different things, but for where I am in life now, I'm older and a little more experienced with some of the things that, even if it's indirectly, with some of the things that are happening throughout the book, throughout the script. I can feel the songs a lot more. So where I am as a queen is exactly that I can feel and understand and still keep my reserve and still keep myself together with all of the things, I'll just say, feats in life, complications, ups and downs, and then you can still keep it together and roll with the punches and share with your friends or your sisterhood and still be upright, tall, and proud, no matter what it is that you might be going through or may have experienced in life. If you can wear that well, I think that's queen.
There you go. Mm-hmm. Crystal?
The script has an answer for this, and the script says it is the, what is it, full flowering of self-indulgence and narcissism. And I have interpreted that to mean something that you've taught me that truly in a good way, in the best way. It's something you've taught me, something my mom's taught me, my aunts, my grandma, all the like powerful women that I look up to that have shaped who I am. It's become to mean to me someone that loves and respects themselves and the people they hold dear so much that they will go to whatever lengths to make sure that that standard is upheld by not only themselves, but by everyone around them, regardless of who feels about it or has anything to say about it. They accept themselves in their fullness, including their flaws, their losses, their wins, their accolades. What Kia said, owning yourself, feeling comfortable in yourself. And that can change day to day. And I'm learning that it's something, even at 26, I'm learning that it's something that can mean whatever you need it to mean on any given day. Right.
Right.
I'm sorry, I was howling over the 20, even at 26. For me, it's many faceted here, but the most important things, the show is fun. It's fun. Play is a vitally important part of our lives. Actual university studies have proven that play is as important to your health and well-being as food, clothing, and shelter. And I'm not talking about sports. Sport's great, that has its place, but if it's got a scorecard or rules, somebody's going to be pissed off. That's not play.
That don't count.
Life is hard on a good day, no matter who you are. And the dressing up funny and acting stupid, like we admittedly do, makes it possible to step outside yourself for just a little while and become somebody else for just a little while that doesn't have a worthless ex-husband or a child in therapy or breast cancer, whatever it is that you're dealing with. And it makes you a little bit stronger spiritually to go back and tote that load when you have to. And in my experience, the load will be there when you go back. Nobody's going to come and get your problem while you're gone playing. But, you know, Daddy always said that one of the most important skills you could have in this life is the ability to make your own fun. And a lot of times, certainly in my childhood growing up, all I had to work with was what was between my ears. You know, I didn't have a lot of stuff, a lot of, you know, and so an imagination and the ability to play and get outside yourself and laugh at absolutely everything, beginning with yourself. That we make fun. People say, you know, is this man bashing? No, it's not man bashing. There's men. There is no line in the queendom that we do not cross. We are men, women, gay, straight, young, old, black, white, rich, poor, drunk, sober, married, whatever you got, we got it and are happy about it. There is no line. I have the ashes of a dead woman. Okay, there was a queen in Arizona. Loved the parade more than anything. And she passed away. I don't have all of her, but I have part of her in a box with one of her hats on it. She wore a funny hat, and she rides on the float every year. So when I say there is no line in the queendom, there is no line in the queendom that we do not cross. And for me, it's about, you know, Crystal, you kind of touched on it indirectly. Love, I think the best definition of love is a purposeful goodwill towards someone. Not only do I want the best for you, I am willing to do whatever is in my power immediately to help bring about the best for you. And I think that the queendom embodies that, and it has made it possible. There are friendships literally all over the world that would not have existed without this book. This first book and we had a message board back then. It was before Facebook was invented, and there were thousands of people on that thing, all that 24/7, all over the world, that people met and have become true friends through that. And that's the essence of this show, is that, you know, it's to laugh at yourself, laugh at the situation. I mean, my voice is that of a white Christian Southern woman, because that's what I turned out to be. But the experiences are universal, and it crosses all ages. The youngest that we have that participate would be in utero. And the oldest so far that I have been aware of was Aunt Faye, and from Midland, Texas, who started parading with us when she was 88. 88, she started her queendom, came every year. When she was 100, she was the Grand Marshal, and tried to pick up the doctor, Dr. Batson, for whom our children's hospital is named, and that's our beneficiary every year that we raise money for. Mostly she concentrated on plotting my death because she wanted my husband, who is the cutest. But she was, so when I asked myself, okay, I'm going to be 70 this year, and I've been doing this since I was 30. And how many years are you going to do this? You know, dressing up. And I go, well, Aunt Faye was 100. I've got at least 30 more years to do this. So it's everybody needs to come dressed, come sparkly, and come ready to. I mean, the audience is half the show. They really are, because the ones people who've read the books and know what they're coming for, they will be. You will be picking up feathers and sequins and rhinestones for months after we leave. It's funny to see in the audience who knows why they're there and who doesn't. So we'll have a big time. But
Yes.
I want to grab a word that Kian said at the beginning, which was sisterhood. And we asked Mother Queen, now what does sisterhood mean to you each?
It's exactly what it means to most, I think. The camaraderie, the togetherness, the kind of like seeing a lady, a female that you may not know and not have as many relations to, and then somehow, some way, a conversation or a look, as a passerby, you can see or feel that there's a connection there. And then if you keep it and nurture it, it becomes a thing between the two of you. And as that happens over many women, it's a sisterhood, a togetherness. Whether you can relate on the exact same things kind of doesn't matter. It's a relate between you and I. And if we share that love for life and each other, it becomes a something like that.
Crystal?
I thought about this question a lot, actually, because I was having a hard time with like nailing down what that meant for me, particularly because of the word. I think a better word for sisterhood would be community, like your family. They can be related to you, they can be chosen, but they're yours. And to Keon's point, it's a character thing, it's a soul thing. Do I love you? Do you love me? Did we pick each other? That makes you my sister. I have brothers that are sisters. I have cousins that are sisters. I have best friends that are sister friends. Sisterhood to me is your family, whether they're related to you or not. They chose you and you chose them, and you're here for each other through thick and thin, at your best, at your worst, choosing you and loving you every day, regardless of who you show up as and who they show up as. That's your sister. Pinky promise, cross my heart, hope to die.
I agree. Yes, I would use the word family as opposed to sisterhood, because we are so inclusive.
Yeah.
There are lots of straight guys that come, and because there's
They
a whole bunch of women there, so lots of gay guys. Straight women, gay women. It's family. We're all there to play and have fun, and and we know, that there's somebody sitting there at the bathrobe brunch on our closing event of the weekend. We know she's about to have brain surgery. But she's there, for that moment. And we love her through that. We know things about each other and that we're supporting each other through. And it's, that's important. It's a rare and beautiful thing that there are people out there you may never meet in person, but that will respond to you in a meaningful way.
We'll take a little bit of a turn here. And since everybody here is Southern, do we think that this is a particularly Southern approach to feminism, or is there a difference between the New York era feminism from New Orleans feminism, or Jackson, or is it different than from the West Coast?
If we go with what Crystal described, I would say no. I would say no, there's not a difference, because you can catch that person from wherever, whomever they are, whatever their past is, whatever part of the world they might live in, and still have the relationship, or still want or create that relationship. And by us all being from the South, of course, we probably all lean towards the same thing of what this means, but I do think we could find someone elsewhere that might describe it the same way. So I don't think there's much diversity in understanding with what sisterhood is or means. Now, whether or not there are different sisterhoods, well, probably,
To me, it's an approach to life as opposed to feminism. And it, like I said, my voice is that, I'm Southern, but the experiences are universal. There are almost 6,500 chapter groups in 37 countries. There's a chapter in Saudi Arabia, They don't know nothing about Mississippi. There's a group that has come twice from Indonesia. When we did the show in Houston, there were about 15 or 20 Muslim girls who came, laughed their asses off. It's about inclusion. And like I said, it's about life. Then everybody experiences life for good and bad. And my approach to dealing with anything is humor first. And I can pretty much find something to laugh about in just about any situation. And that's how I cope. That helps me. So yeah, I think the experiences are universal, and that taps that's what's the chord that's made, that's sold so many books and made so many people come to Jackson, Mississippi once a year. I mean, these women bought tickets from Indonesia, which is very far, to come to Jackson, Mississippi. Okay, which it's home for me. I love it, but you know, we're not, people in Indonesia are not going, let's go to Jackson, except that they have, and for absolutely no other reason than to dress up funny and walk down the street with me, which tells us they are highly motivated, easily led, lots of disposable income, and possibly too much time on their hands, but they are my people. I love them.
My
I think the works and the show and the experiences are all universal. And I think because they're universal, it's so easy to just project yourself onto it, put you in the story. And I think that is the only thing that makes it particularly Southern, the point of entry, our specific experiences. Being from Saudi Arabia, the music will be different. The particulars, the details, it'll all be different.
But you know, there's bad husbands in Saudi Arabia. You know, there's people that lie and cheat and steal. You know, it's universal, and that there are women who support each other, people who support each other. It's universal, and the music. I mean, Rupert Holmes wrote the book of this, and it's brilliant. Melissa Manchester wrote the music. Sharon Vaughn wrote the lyrics, and it's the songs are, I mean, if you don't leave with a smile on your face and a song in your heart, I mean, I will recommend a therapist for you.
Right.
Honestly, oh God, it's been so hard singing some. Oh my God, I have cried in rehearsal singing All That Matters. Like I can't, nobody cannot move their hips when we sing. What is it? The Only Thing I Know.
Right.
Oh my God, I love the music of the show because it sounds like home for me. But for someone else's home, it'll sound like their home.
It will. It will.
For each of you, your experience with the show, I mean, as the author of the book, as the director, as an actress, if you had to share with somebody advice that you've learned from this show, what would it be? May I go first?
Absolutely.
Because y'all, let me tell you, my job is to play dress up for a living. And so I already have to like,
I too.
Exactly. My job is already to not take myself so seriously, to live in whatever experience is in front of me on the stage with my scene partner. And I think it's not only a reteaching and a reminder of the things that I've already had to be trained in, but it's like a solidifying of something that the only thing I know, solidifying of that. Like, don't take yourself so seriously. Life is so short. We're gonna die anyway. Have fun.
There you go.
Relax. It's all a joke. This is all temporary. And the more fun you can have and the lighter you can make your own load, that's all you need to care about in this life. And that's what this show has been for me. And that's why I think people should come see it. Like that's my lesson. That's my takeaway. Let it go. It's temporary. Have fun.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, that's, and I'm trying to sell a lot of that to the cast. And if I had to express it, and I have though, so as I express it to other people and what it's about, or what I've come away with, or what I will come away with, is, I mean, it's quite simple and straightforward. Life, love, fun, laugh, live. You know, and it's okay to be whoever you are in here, whoever you want to be out here. It's a chance. If you don't want to be whatever you're feeling in here, that's okay. Be something else out here, and everyone in that circle is going to be just fine with both of them. You know, with both of them. And getting the cat, it's fun for me as a director, because I like to sing, I dance, I act, I do stage, I do film, I do television, stage manage, to be on all different sides of things, to be the director of this, and the choreographer. I get to help them, I get to point them in a certain direction, but I also like to help them see what their direction is, and what do you want it to be? What does it feel like to you? How do you want to come out with this? And it's your choice, and I'm fine with that for the most part. But as a sweet potato queen, if you with me, I'm with you. Is that how you feel? Okay, well, I'm sorry you feel that way today. Let's feel great. Let's do this. Let's go out today and become this something else. And I've also learned that something else is really still you. That's you too. And that's okay. You know? So yeah, that's what I'm coming away with this.
For me, it was a piece of advice given by my grandfather always. And that was always, he never said, be good, be sweet, be careful. He said, be particular. And the times in my life that I did not follow that advice are the most powerful and the ones that stand out. They also make good stories. But, you know, I believe God has a plan for us. And I don't believe that God ever says to anybody, I have this wonderful plan for your life, but you married that worthless piece of crap. And I mean, there's, you know, that was the choice you made, and there's nothing I can do. He says, next time you learn from this, from whatever bad choice you made. And next time you learn, you do better, you make a better choice. And you learn compassion for yourself and compassion for somebody else who maybe just made the same bad choice that you made. And you've already learned the lesson, okay, but he or she hasn't learned it yet. And so you don't judge them for where they are. You love them and you help them through.
Yep.
Well, if anybody has not been convinced so far why they should come to see this show, what else can we add to convince them?
Well, they are singing, honey. So if you love music, the music is fabulous. And I'm finding too, it's not as popular as we want to make it to be. This musical should be all over everywhere, and we pray it will. But the music is fabulous. The innuendos and the jokes and the wording is fabulous. The score, I mean, it was so well put together, and it's a great story, and it's real. And relatable. You can find your you somewhere in the Sweet Potato Queens, for sure.
Crystal? You need to come hear Crystal sing, if nothing else. I mean, it will be worth the price of admission to hear Crystal sing.
Wearing it out. Yesterday we ran rehearsal, and I asked for every song in Act 1 in order. Boom, 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 boom. So I know I was asking for a lot to kind of wear them out vocally, right? But you know, it's rehearsal. Let's get some of the kinks out. Let's feel the flow of the songs and things like that. I mean, and they hit song after song after song after song. And I was like, wow, they're going to make me look good. But they are sounding fabulous. And then we get to all that matters. Child, look out. look out. And I mean, of course I have a little more direction and a couple of points, and Max is our musical director, and it's just going to get yummier and yummier. But that's a great song. That's a great song, and it's perfectly put at the end of Act 1. And how do you feel, Crystal? It's you're singing it, honey, and wait till just wait till 2 weeks from now. It's amazing what's going to happen with that song.
I'll do both. I'll do you and then I'll do singing All That Matters in particular. God, it's so emotional. I guess I feel like I've lived a lot of lives in my short life, and All That Matters is one of those songs that forces you to self-reflect. If you've ever been in love, if you've ever felt like you were racing down a tunnel and you could see the light at the end, but you don't know how far you have to run, it's one of those songs that makes me question what even does matter, because the entire song is trying to justify a fabricated reality that you've made for yourself. So it's I'm having a lot of feelings about that song and about the entire first act. Spoiler alert. If you love coming of age stories, if you love good music, if you love seeing a Phoenix story, one of those, oh, she's been beaten down, but she rises from the ashes. If you love a coming of age, if you feel like you're on a journey and you need somebody to walk it with you, you need to come see this show.
Right.
And you need to hear that song and be ready for Act 2 when we shake it down and give it to you around town and knock your socks off, make you uncomfortable, make you feel loved, make it a little sexy. I don't know, maybe file your divorce papers for you. You don't know. Come, like, if you love expecting the unexpected while also feeling seen and received and heard, and like you're a part of something you did not even know you needed to be a part of, you need to come to this show and come hear me sing, because it is an honor and privilege to get to embody somebody that has loved you since you were a child.
That is a blessing.
Thank you, Jill, for loving me and pushing me and this whole thing. This is such an honor.
And I believe God's timing is perfect. And Keon, what you said, about the show hasn't been seen. We had COVID for 2.5 years, and I'm thrilled that it's coming right outside of New Orleans. A lot of people will see it that might not ordinarily see it because of where it is, that you're an important location. And it's, Crystal is available just out of school, could be there, is happy. I mean, everything has come together for this perfect time. And I think it's going to be a launching for it. But my favorite thing is, the response I remember hearing to people seeing cats. I saw cats. What did you think of cats? And this one woman said, I laughed, I cried, it became a part of me.
Right. There we go.
And I think you will experience that. You will laugh, you will cry, it will become a part of you.
It certainly will. It certainly will.
Well, based on this little conversation here today, this is a show that everybody should come see. It's so fun. The three of you have been so much fun to talk to. And I don't know how you get any rehearsal done with
Actually, coming out of the last 2.5 years that we've had,
oh my heavens,
we need this show.
Truly need it.
We get it done. We do. We laugh, but we get it done.
That's awesome.
We play hard.
There you are. You open September 16th. At
I will be there every show.
I can't wait.
Every show. I would
No
not
pressure,
miss.
no pressure.
I want to hear every note. I cannot
That's
wait.
Awesome. So we'll be at the community center in West Wego, at Teatro Wego, and all kinds of little extra things for people when they show up that they'll find waiting for them. And it's going to be a blast. So
Yes.
thank you all so much. And you kick off the season for us, actually.
Oh, yay.
Absolutely. It kicks us the season off.
Everybody needs to get their
Oh, boy.
Sparkly things ready.
Zoom in, come here, let us get a
Hi.
good.
I left mine in the car.
Come on. Oh, this is my travel crown. This is one I had especially.
see.
Okay. This I can wear, to the grocery store or to funerals. This is small. This is but what's hilarious is the Larry Verba in New York, who makes all the jewelry for the Metropolitan Opera and all the Broadway shows, makes my crowns.
Oh,
And so my dent crowns are huge and not particularly comfortable, but it's how you look. But so he made this one for me special, and it says Sweet Potato Queen on it. And so I had been wearing it, prancing all over, creation for a year. And I was speaking someplace, and I went in the ladies' room to, queen up. And I was looking in the mirror, and I went, there is an E on potato.
Oh,
It is.
I am
Oh
from
my God.
Mississippi, and I'm going all over creation with a crown that has potato misspelled. And I called Larry and I said, what have you done to me? He said, oh, send it back, send it back. So, God just has a way of keeping you humble. And so he said, send it back, I'll fix it. I said, no, I've already incorporated it. Just we're leaving the E on
oh,
potato.
that is fantastic.
Mhm.
Well, with that, I will thank you all for being here today. And we will see you all very soon at the theater.
Very soon.
Very soon. Thank you,
Y'all-
everybody. Thank you, ladies.
Thank you, ladies.